Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about the AtGames pinball machine. But before, I wanted to talk about how I put together this video like 2 years ago about how, look out, AtGames home arcade cabinet might actually be good. It's kind of interesting coming 2 years later. Now we're talking about a pinball machine that they came out with. And I thought I would do this video a little bit different.
So here's the thing that I've been thinking about. Why don't I show you some other things that I have in my other room? One of the things that I found really interesting about all the home arcade is the new improvements for the pinball machines. And we're going to be taking a look at that in just a second here. Take a look at the Star Wars Arcade 1-Up pinball machine. Now this thing is really, really nice, but it has some limitations, and it's time to talk about the Legends pinball. Now, this, I have to give honor to it. Arcade 1-Up did a great job on this machine. It's simple and easy to use. There's not a lot of features, but you can go in here and just pick whatever games you want, and that's really nice. You get high score, but it's a static cabinet. No one's connected to the internet with this machine. A lot of people wish it was connected to the internet, but unfortunately, it is not. But it only has 10 games, and when you play some of those games, oh wow, the music is so great. The sounds, everything about it is really, really cool, except for it's got a 24-inch monitor, and a lot of people complain about the flippers. They're not laggy or anything like that, but the quality of the fidelity of the screen leaves somewhat to be desired. You can kind of see a little bit of the jaggities, and it kind of started irritating me after a time. I mean, the games are definitely fun, but sometimes you just want to upgrade, maybe for the sake of upgrading, and then you come over to the Legends Ultimate and you can experience a 1080p 32-inch screen. It's actually really nice. But the thing that sold me on the Legends Ultimate is how the deluxe deals, or whatever they're called, the Wave 12, 13, I don't know, you guys got to check it out. But if you get all of these games, you're talking 100+ games. Now, the Legends Ultimate has its problems. Like, I'm sitting here connected to the Wi-Fi, but for some reason I'm not logged in. You know, you got to get a thumb drive to kind of like expand its memory so you can download the extra packs. But all of that's something that you can totally do. And I've been playing every night, going through these different games, and I have to tell you, this got me interested in pinball, and this gives me so many games to play that every night I'm just going through the list. And so far, each game that I've played, now I'm not an expert at pinball, but each game that I play is really, really fun. Like, I thought all these games, as to quote Ralph, I thought a lot of these games were lame. They're not lame. They're actually really fun. Now, I know you're gonna ask in the comments, so I'm gonna tell you, I did buy the control panel. It was like $200 for a joystick and some buttons, but I'm telling you, I think it's worth it. They're totally overcharging it for us, but the fact that you can take this pinball machine and then you could play some vertical shooters on this with the joystick and buttons, hopefully it'll improve the navigation. The navigation isn't horrible on this. They got these little buttons here, and it gets kind of confusing which button to press, and they need to unify and simplify that. I think they're working on that. They'll definitely get there. But look, if this is the first time you've heard about the Legends Ultimate, I'm by no means an expert at the Legends pinball ultimate machine, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, the Legends pinball machine. You got to go check out some of the other YouTubers. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just excited about it. I thought I'd share it with you about this machine. Don't overlook it. Don't overlook it. It is really good. So if you're satisfied with an Arcade 1-Up, that's cool. It's totally cool. You'll totally enjoy it. You'll totally love it. You don't need this one if you only have this one. But here's the deal. This thing's like $600 in the end of the day, the Arcade 1-Up. This one's gonna, it's gonna, get you with the $700-800 or so. But the value you're getting for that couple extra $100 is actually really nice. And this one is connected to the internet, has online leaderboards, and you can add additional games and you can buy the packs. Now, I haven't even bought the $50 pack that adds the Zachariah Volume 5. Haven't gotten that yet. And I'm almost like hesitant to, because I'm overwhelmed with the number of games on it. And this is not like the Legends Ultimate. The Legends Ultimate has 300 games on it, and a lot of them are really boring. Burger Time's okay. A lot of people just sideload extra games on it, but they hooked us up with this one. The games on it are actually really fun. If you love pinball, the feel of this, it's really actually a good unit. It's got a fast processor on it. Games will run really, really well. So I'm gonna have a friends over pretty soon, and when that happens, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna check and see. I think they'll figure out how to get into the games, how to back out. The menu's not as easy as the arcade 1-up, but I think it's doable. We'll see. But the fidelity on this is so much better than the arcade 1-up. Like, it really is. It really is. AtGames did a really good job. They did. So you can check the flipper. Check that out. I don't think that's got any lag in it. It feels silky smooth. And then you take a look at the plunger here. It's a great machine. It really is. It takes a little bit to get used to how the whole thing's virtual and just the way the game is laid out. The game is laid out in a different way if you're expecting it to be perfectly three-dimensional, like a real art where you can see all the different layers, and when you kind of move around, you're not going to get any feel like it's a 100% perfect experience. But these games are a lot of fun, so I think it's got great value because my heart starts pumping and gets excited when I get through the different games and we get multiple balls coming out, and I feel like I'm getting better at the games. As I'm playing them, I'm getting a little bit better. So it's an exciting system to play. So I just wanted to talk about it for a little while because I know that I haven't really highlighted the Legends Pinball. There's just so much information about the AtGames machines. There's so many things you can do with the machine. I myself get overwhelmed with all of that information. And it causes me just to be let me stick to the easy content. I'll admit that. The arcade 1-up for me is just easy content to talk about. I've had this unit for a while and I don't know all the ins and outs, but that may be why it has such good value. There's a lot of things you can do with it. Really excited about the buttons and controls that you can add to the machine, and then you can play a different variety of games. Haven't even touched the ArcadeNet stuff yet on this machine, but I kind of like how I can play over 100 pinball games native on this machine. They run really, really well. And so when you take a look at the arcade 1-up, it's only got 10 games on it now. I will give you, those games are really fun. The Star Wars games are really, really good and fun to play. But the AtGames has something special. It really does. That's all the time I have for today. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts and feelings about this. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Now, wait a second. How do I stop this stream? I don't know how to stop this stream. This is a new time that I don't know where the end button is. Where is the end button? I got to find the end button. I guess the end button's on my phone. Okay, I found the end button. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.